To start with, what are we responsible for today as marketing professionals? We've always been responsible for knowing the customer. Second, how to market it. And lastly, we've always protected the brand promise.
A CEO is bothered by generally three things. One, growth. Secondly, how do I sweat assets? Number three is, do I have a fit-for-purpose organization? And when I say fit-for-purpose organization, not the structure, it's the culture. If you're a chief marketing officer and you sit in front of your MD and you're not in that ballpark conversation, you're irrelevant.
A marketer's nature is to get inside the head of their consumers, get to understand what their consumers want, what their customers want, what those expectations are, and fit into those expectations.
Our work in marketing is two things. Our work is to get people to consider our product or our brand, but a lot of us stop there. And the conversation never moves to, how do I convert?
More than anybody else, we have data about our customers, but we don't know our customers.
Engaging your consumer with the brand is extremely important. If you tell me a lot of things about your product, like we heard about the PR presentation, if you tell me only about your product story, I'm not interested. Tell me, how is it benefiting me?
What is the most important question that you need the answer to better serve your customer? Our customers are demanding us to change.
Because we spend a lot of time trying to get them to understand us rather than trying to get to understand who they are, what they want.
It's no longer a bandwagon effect. It's no longer categorization based on demographics or psychographics. It's all about me.
It's about going back to understanding customers and knowing exactly what they want.
Every iteration, when we meet the customer, will be taken back to our experience with the customer, and will be taken back to the offering, what we can provide to the customer.
Okay. All you can do is make life easier for your customers. So it would be fantastic if we can be able to transform how our customers relate with us.
People are finding technology so overwhelming because there's so many new things.
If you haven't got digital in your portfolio, you're going to be in trouble. Today we are in the world of informed buyers. Consumers and people are getting exposed to a whole lot of information which makes them not just wiser, but also connects them with various realities of life.
Analytics, campaign management, and market research. It helps you understand the customer and be the voice of the customer. It also helps you bring your ideas to life. Segmentation, has been the buzzword in telcos for the last, for my entire history.
If you don't have access to what's happening outside of your business with him, social media, if you don't follow up on that side, you may lose the insight of your customer. Leader in marketing are shifting in this customer engagement, continuous engagement, and that's require understanding the customer, engage with him on each touch point, and optimize our understanding of the customer.
So you've got all these armies of salespeople. So the sales office has become so important. And I keep on saying good marketing is worth 1 million salespeople.
We need to make ourselves and our organizations a credible source of information. Then that way it becomes about building relationships, not only about building publicity for the organization. Can we begin to do with the media what we already do so easily with customers and with consumers? We need to begin to engage with journalists from a perspective of sometimes we are not the story, sometimes we're a key contributor to the story.
So some of the interesting things that we saw here was actually how technology, for instance, Tea Leaf, can understand struggle, can understand navigation, can understand challenges in that multi-channel environment, whether it's a web environment. We also understood the impact of digital. It's not a new age, it is the next age. We understood the services that are available and how our global consulting services actually think and bring maybe technology, maybe process change, but very much progression paths and understanding where you are, where you should be, where you want to be. Represented how that this new natural resource data and all the digital trails that are being left by your customers, by yourselves, by your allies, by your competitors. Phenomenal dialogue between customers and themselves, customers and us. You know, and ultimately, none of this really gets done without the advancement in technology. So we're hoping that what we left our CMOs with an impression of, no matter where they want to go, that IBM wants to be there with them, wants to help them along their progression path, and most importantly, help them see a path to success. Because without our customer success, we're not successful.